Now our draft is starting. Let's take it into Battlefield of Eternity, Game 1 of Series number 3, Rage Quit versus Masters Clash Academy. Let's take a look and see what they go. Get the tricorn over the headset? Oh, believe me, dude. No, we need this. This has to be part of it, of course. Eventually we're going to develop entire characters that go with each hat. You know, it's part of the evolution of the Mockery TV stream, baby. Now we're waiting here to see what will be picked up. As we spoke about before, we did just watch a Battlefield of Eternity game. You're almost always going to see a high level of Li Ming priority whenever you watch a game of Battlefield. Not in terms of bans, but in terms of picks. Her ability to chain off of resets with that lack of vision control, leading to picks, leading to those resets is so huge. As well as just the ability to simply get consistent, safe, long-range damage onto the enemy immortal makes her a near-permanent pick in the competitive scene on this map. Lucio banned out by the side of Masters Clash Academy.
Now this is where some of my inexperience in the meta currently comes in. Are we seeing these bans? Hold on.
What's up, Ghost?
Hang on 1 second.
Alrighty, Ghost has abandoned us mid-sentence. Hopefully he's all going to be A-okay. Rehgar banned out, actually, on the side of Rage Quit Gaming. A bit of a non-standard first ban right there. All of our other first bans, though, fairly standard so far.
My cat just called somebody on my phone, so I had to deal with that.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Dude, the comms are insane from cats in general, okay? Whenever I'm playing with Cavalier Guest, you just always hear his cat Dark Matter in the background, just really letting its mind be known about anything and everything under the sun. Of course, Hanzo going to be picked up by Lolam, always one of the classic picks on Battlefield of Eternity, able to get those scatter arrows to do big damage to the Immortals, and Anubarak combined with Li Ming for the members of Rage Quit Gaming. No surprises there.
Yep. Hanzo coming out from the other side. We're going to see if they pick up, I guess, another racer or what they're going to focus on for this round.
About to find out right here, right now, and there's going to be a Yrel. Last game, it was Menaldor. This game, it'll be on Vaders, and Warren Ooh picking up that Anduin at the same time, leading into this game.
I like the Anubarak pickup. Anubarak is I think, really, really strong at the moment.
Anubarak in general is a strong character, and you very often will see Li Ming picked alongside Anubarak, as Anubarak in the current meta fares very, very well into Li Ming, so very often if you're picking Li Ming, you don't want to get countered, you take away the Anubarak at the same time. It's a similar dynamic as to how you often will see Hogger and Tychus picked up, or Diablo and Tychus picked up at the same time as well.
Yeah, I've seen it go back and forth between whether Li Ming is a counter to or from Anubarak, because on one hand she shuts down Cocoon very quickly, but on the other hand, you know, all those beetles get in her face, get in her way, making it harder, and also Anubarak a lot less susceptible to spells. But if they're on the same team, then you don't have to think about it.
Well, Li Ming used to fare a lot better into Cocoon than she does now. In the HGC era of the game, Li Ming was able to use her teleport to dodge Cocoon, but that interaction did get changed in 2019. Blink no longer dodges Cocoon anymore. You still get hit just in your new Blink place. Now, Hogger picked up by Muranas and Genji picked up by Limu. A lot of aggressive burst pressure right here. This is your pretty classic burst pick reset combo. Anubarak goes in looking for a pick. Li Ming and Genji blow that target up. They both get resets on their abilities, and they look to convey that into more resets. I highly expect to see an aggressive support picked up by No Game No Life here. My money's on Uther, I was going to say, but Kharazim is also a solid choice, able to deliver that fast single target damage, while also having a fairly strong matchup into the Kharazim.
Yeah, it's excellent. I'm looking forward to seeing you slam Panda, for their Tracer play.
Panda Colada, I have full faith that you are going to show me some excellent Tracer gameplay right here, okay? I don't know what GhostDunk is talking about. I have never criticized a Tracer player on my stream. It is nothing but love and respect right here. But if you troll your talents, you will be hearing from me. All right. As we wait for the start of this game number 1 of series number 3, I'm just excited to see Tracer. I think that we're going to see some quick delivery of those light bombs, utilizing those blinks. We're going to see some strong play here. I will say, I think this is overall a great Tracer game, but Karazim is able to pressure Tracer players out maybe more than they might expect off of when they first just jump right into a game. Karazim able to nullify your auto attack damage, able to put a lot of single target pressure on you. Certainly not a 100% free Tracer game, but let's get into the players themselves. On the left side right here, for Rage Quit Gaming, we have Muranas playing that Hogger, Shizakin on the Anubarak, Limu playing Genji, Peepo Shy Uwu on the Li Ming, and No Game No Life playing Karazim. GhostDunk, who do we have playing for the members of Masters Clash Academy?
All right, on the side of Hell, we've got Panda playing the Tracer. We've got Lolam playing the Hanzo, the Play on the Tyrael. And Warren is playing the Anduin, which leaves Urel.
By Vaders.
Vader.
I just assume it's pronounced Vaders, but that's honestly just my best bet. Now, with quite a scuffle right here, a kerfuffle, if you will, between these two teams, level 1, lots of damage being traded out back and forth, and I gotta say, this chase pressure right here, expect to see a lot of it in this game, with Tyrael providing movement speed to allies, as well as Tracer naturally always being able to chase forward. Anytime the members of Rage Quit Gaming find themselves just a little bit too far forward, they can expect to have company for the next several hours as they traverse the map back to their base right here with the company. Panda Colada now blinking on out of there after interfering with the rotations, getting a couple dismounts onto the members of Rage Quit Gaming.
This is a really interesting start to BOE because both teams feel like they have the early game advantage. So you see both of them clashing almost immediately, skirmishing, not really fighting over much except for middle vision.
And now play. I'm just gonna say play. I'm 100% sure that is an incorrect reading of this, but it's my NA pronunciation, as Hogger now takes out the siege cap in the top lane, seemingly unopposed, with Vaders completely in this bottom half of the map here, getting run down a bit by Shizakin with the deep pressure, and the members of Masters Clash Academy responding to this siege camp capture. Murna spraying, responding to the siege camp capture with a camp of their own, each team trading it out at the start right here. Heavy top lane presence by the members of Rage Quit Gaming as they are going to go ahead and push onto this structure wall. Expect to see the same thing on the other side of the map from the members of Masters Clash Academy.
All right. And see, they're probably going to be able to get this full wall here, so the trade is on, and it's very in favor of Rage Quit Academy, as they're going to probably get this entire fort.
Rage Quit Academy and Masters Clash Gaming, my two favorite teams in Masters Clash right here. And now Warren Ooh taking a tower shot. And this is a very large advantage in favor of Rage Quit Gaming right there, as the fort is already down. Also getting pressure onto Vaders in the meantime, but Vaders looks like he's going to be A-OK. Rage Quit Gaming now has arrived onto the scene. Warren Ooh taking some damage from that Anubarak will get popped by the Li Ming, finishing him off for first blood just under 3 minutes into this game. That top siege cap is still alive for Rage Quit, and MC Academy has yet to even take the bottom fort.
Yeah, Masters Clash Academy, they entered a race that they were not able to win. I wonder if they were thinking that it's, you know, a good consolation for what Rage Quit was doing, but Genji chasing down the Tracer of the recall, and yeah, it's not going to work.
Well, that is a second kill of the game in favor of Rage Quit Gaming right there. Limu with the well-timed aggression, able to take out Tracer. Now Murna starting to back off. They wanted to see if they could get anything else, get a little bit more zoning and early Immortal Race advantage for the members of Rage Quit right now. And that is a dead Hanzo. Okay.
Yeah, the weaker Shimada brother going down in bottom lane.
Oh, no game, no life! Oh! He wants to
he's
Q on
looking for
out of
some
there.
kind of exit.
Oh, he Qs to the sidewall, not to Muranos. Oh, no. You hate to see it, and that also buys some time with this race, but the race is still going on. Rage Quit Gaming able to win by just over 8,000 points right there. You don't see that every day. What a play right there. Level 7 advantage has been secured for Rage Quit Gaming with big burst damage onto Vaders. Will pop him, leading to resets for Li Ming. Oh, Panda Colada, though, with the revenge kill onto Hogger. Lands the pulse bomb onto Limu, perfectly timed during the deflect. Well played by Panda Colada. You love to see it, but the chase continues. Shizaki jumping back in there. It is an absolute slaughterhouse in the middle of the map. 9 deaths so far in 4.5 minutes. Meanwhile, blue side Immortal just losing its shield just now, pressuring on to this bottom side fort.
I have to say, what a stark difference between the previous set and this set. This set is an absolute chaos with Hanzo getting the kill as the Tracer Pulse Bomb takes down Karazim for pushing up too far with the Immortal, but people are just out for blood in this game.
Absolutely out for blood is the only way to describe it. And now both teams on the siege camps yet again. We're going to see yet another trade. Muranos taking out the siege camp top lane. Meanwhile, the members of Masters Clash Academy taking out the siege camp bottom lane. They would love to even up the fort situation a little bit right here. Hopefully take out bottom fort and get an even number of structures between these two teams. Neither team amassing an insurmountable advantage just quite yet, but here's Limu on the scene, ganking Lolam. Will get pulled out by Leap of Faith, buying them some safety. Panda Colada shooting approximately 50,000 bullets into the deflect. Shizaki now here on the flank, seeing what they can get. Panda Colada blinking on out of there, and nobody's gonna die just quite yet.
Yeah, it was a good reaction from Masters Clash. They were able to stop. Oh, but I say that Tracer gets taken out for stepping up just a little bit too far. And now they're going to push the advantage. I wonder if, I don't know if they're, oh yeah, Nubarak's got Beetles. He doesn't fear much. He goes for the stun in on Anduin. And there's the 7-sided strike into Tyrael. Will he get some trait value? It's not going to happen. Didn't go for the Genji, as Genji still had protected. Almost gets taken out by the Hanzo scatter arrow, but he's going to be able to back away to safety.
And now here we see a Tracer gank onto top lane. Panda Colada is here, almost dodges the shockwave, but not quite. Muranos able to buy himself some safety right there, ensuring that he will not go down. No game, no life with a deep scout, no fear whatsoever, dashing into 3 members of MCA by himself, trying to dissuade MCA from getting any push onto that camp right there. Here's hold on and an engage from Shizaki. Warren Ooh getting absolutely popped like a balloon, will go away instantly. Cocoon comes out onto Yrel, but Limu with the response from Lolam will drop down. That's a 3-man, 4-man Dragon Arrow actually. What a play right there, but the invade by Rage Quit Gaming is successful, taking out the Bruiser camp and immediately converting it into some race pressure.
I mean, if this were boxing and you got points for, like, you know, 4-man dragon arrows, that would have been pretty great. But unfortunately, the rest of the team not able to follow up on that beautiful arrow.
Unfortunately, HOTS is not a game of points, but a game of simply killing the enemy team's core. No game, no life, popping that 7-sided strike, aiding and taking out the Tracer. Panda Colada goes down. The fight continues. Shizaki landing a big impale, but doesn't have any mana. Forced to walk on out of there. Peepo, Shy, Uwu dropping very low, but so are all the members of MCA. Sanctification now coming out. Limu is here, wants to finish off of Vaders coming out of this after Hanzo has gone down recently. Vaders with that instantaneous mount will go down, however, to the Genji. Meanwhile, the Rage Quit Gaming Bruiser camp making it all the way to Topkeep, getting some pressure, as well as a 10,000 point lead on this Immortal race. This is looking like Rage Quit Gaming's game to lose so far. Limu now pressuring up in that top side. No game, no life, always so aggressively positioned. Panda Colada stepping in after them. There's an arrow onto Shizaki.
Oh, it's a big stun. Are they going to be able to follow up? The Hanzo scatter misses, but here comes Nubarak back in. A whole people in the 7-sided strike. The pulse swap goes down. Doesn't quite land. Playa will be able to get out alive, but here comes Hogger into the backline. Finally teleports to his sword, is out. Genji looking real low, but is able to protect himself, and no one dies.
No one dies but a quite healthy, and by quite healthy I mean nearly untouched Immortal for Rage Quit Gaming has been secured. It will pressure onto bottom keep as well with a level 13 advantage for the side of Rage Quit Gaming. They are going to look to secure this keep if possible, and I gotta say, keep is such a large advantage on Battlefield of Eternity. That constant side pressure makes it so hard to win the objective.
I've always likened losing a keep to being down a queen in chess.
I see. Especially with how in chess you can have up to 3 queens, it makes perfect sense. Naturally.
And if you lose your queen, your enemy gets extra pieces.
Yes. Totally. Oh, Dragon Arrow going all the way to NA. I think I see it flying by my house. And now Play over there will get a lot of damage onto him from Limu in this backline. Gets the Shockwave, not able to hit the Sanctification. Gets 10 seconded, gets the trait value on the explosion. But this keep is falling fast, and the Immortal hasn't even lost its shield yet. Panda Colada is next to fall. A double kill for Rage Quit Gaming as they continue forward. They're here to end this game.
Yeah, death timers are so low. It's so early in the game. Tyrell is already back, and now Rage Quit looking really low. Gets pulled out of the 7-side stick, but Hanzo in the backline meanwhile gets killed. But Play managed to get a fort shot onto Genji, chases him away, but the core is down to 64, 56. It's looking like it might all be over, especially with the death of Anduin. The Immortal has no opposition, and that is going to be game going over to Rage Quit Gaming.
Rage Quit Gaming with such a solid game number 1 right there. I think they even finished that game faster than Oxygen finished their game on Battlefield. 2 of the fastest games of MC I've ever seen, both on Battlefield of Eternity here today. What a game right there.
Yeah,
We've got that post-game lobby.
That was wild. For Masters Clash, I feel like they played into Rage Quit Gaming's game plan. Because Rage Quit Gaming, they wanted to be aggressive and they wanted to get in people's faces. And you saw they went out, that camp invade at level 10. When they hit level 10, they just stepped up. They know they have level 10, and they have so much mobility that they're not afraid to be like across the map. Like it's insane when you look at somebody's draft, and Li Ming is the character with the least mobility on your team.
Ability for Rage Quit Gaming to utilize that mobility to step forward and look for those aggressive resets, so absolutely massive. And one thing I gotta point out is Karazim, notably a healer that doesn't tend to out-heal the other healer very often, actually beating Anduin by 3,000 that game.
Yeah, I mean, when you have a game that ends that quickly, the stats can be a little bit lopsided.
Oh, absolutely. Just, it's hard to heal your teammates if they're dead right there. Certainly, I could make a few comments about the Tracer gameplay. We might go back over that game later in another stream. I think that would be a good one to review about what could have gone better right there. But I am grateful to have Tracer gameplay at all. Thank you, Panda Colada. Hopefully Game 2 going to go a little bit better here for the members of Masters Clash Academy after dropping Game 1 to Rage Quit Gaming. Let's take a look at the schedule for what we're going to have up next after this series. This is, of course, only the first game, so we have yet another game of Rage Quit Gaming versus Masters Clash Academy about to be played. Then after this is going to be Chili Mountain versus Granite Gaming. And then, in an atypical 5th game for Masters Clash because of a reschedule, Rage Quit Gaming and Oxygen Esports, each going to play their 2nd game of the day, are going to face off against one another in series number 5. But we're still in series number 3, waiting on game number 2. Waiting to see, the lobby is up, so I'm going to go ahead and take us in there now. Game number 2 going to be played on Infernal Shrines.
I love the Diablo maps. They're some of the best in the game.
It's no Towers of Doom, alright? It's no Towers of Doom, but Infernal Shrines is, in my opinion, the best competitively designed map in the game. I personally think Towers of Doom is probably 2nd best competitive design map in the game, while also being, in my opinion, the most fun map. But Infernal Shrines, if you're looking for best comp, is going to be number 1 pretty easily. On Infernal Shrines here in game number 2, it's looking like this is Master Clash Academy's map pick, And first pick going to go over to Rage Quit Gaming.
I would actually disagree with you. I think Towers of Doom is the best map, period. I would say Infernal Shrines is the best of the traditional maps where you go in and kill the core. I would go so far as to say, as far as entertainment is concerned in a competitive setting, I think Towers of Doom is probably the best designed map, multiplayer map in video games, period.
That is a high claim because there are a lot of maps to compete with right there. But before we get into all the other maps and all the other video games that could be compared to, because there's a lot. Alrighty, this is game number 2 of Rage Quit Gaming versus Masters Clash Academy, gonna be played on Infernal Shrines. And I gotta say, Ghost, after I just saw Muranos play Hagar in that last game, I can't help but think that there's at least a desire to run it back here on an even better Hagar map in game number 2.
Mm-hmm. Hagar, incredibly good, especially in the competitive meta and on Infernal Shrines. So I wonder if they take a page out of Oxygen Book and ban Hagar on the side of Master Clash.
It would not surprise me in the slightest. Yet another Rehgar ban actually going to come out, though, from the members of Rage Quit Gaming. Not wanting to play into that, maybe fearing it from Warren. Ooh, maybe it's a particular bit of spice strength from Masters Clash Academy, because it's not a typical super standard first ban, but they banned it both games right here. Meanwhile, Masters Clash Academy about to show their first ban. It's going to be Lucio. 2 healers taken off the table so far.
Yeah. Not to go more into statistics, and not that it matters that much for competitive, but Rehgar, to be fair, does have the highest win rate, I believe, in Storm League at the moment.
Rehgar's certainly a hero that's going to just absolutely be a solid choice if your goal is to win Storm League games. The competitive meta and Storm League are, of course, largely divorced from one another, which I wish my Storm League teammates would realize. But not always going to be the case. What's up?
Things change when you have 5 people practicing, sort of every week, as compared to somebody you just met. Although I guess in your games, you've already played with a lot of those players before anyway.
Yeah, trust me. In Grandmaster, it is more surprising when you see a new face than when you see someone that you haven't seen before. Everybody knows everybody, even when you're on a Smurf, okay? I could make a Smurf, and game number 1, I get to pick Tracer. Game number 2, everyone goes, oh, that's Mockery on Tracer. All right, let's ban it. Okay, yeah. That's how it goes. I have a long history of this. I remember years ago, even during the HGC era, winning Hero League games, and then my Tracer kept getting banned out, and I really wanted to play it, so I would go to unranked drafts, and I would get 1 game of Tracer, and then I would play it again, match up against the same people, and they would still ban Tracer game 2. Their word gets around, okay? Meanwhile, Peepo Shy Ooh Woo gonna lock in that Junkrat right there. Junkrat with such strong wave clear and just such a great hero in general. The zone control, the AoE pressure, always going to be massive on Infernal Shrines. Another ranged assassin with a lot of AoE pressure on this map though. There's Hanzo, and of course the Hagar. Always going to be at minimum a strong consideration for Infernal Shrines.
Yeah, and a big priority on the Hanzo from the side of Masters Clash.
Hanzo, typically one of the stronger characters in the competitive scene, while not being stellar in Storm League. We talked about the difference between the two. That is one of the biggest examples right there. Hanzo's one of the highest skill floor characters in the game, and certainly benefits from teammates that are able to utilize his skills. If he can provide vision for your team, then that certainly matters a lot in the competitive side of things, as well as Arrow certainly syncing up with teammates right then and there. Tychus and Blaze locked in on the side of Rage Quit Gaming, however. Tychus always going to be relevant on Infernal Shrines. He's an answer to Diablo and to Hagar, both of whom are very strong on Infernal Shrines, as well as having just strong control of the shrine itself with the ability to pop that Odin.
Yeah, Odin, one of the best anti-siege and siege abilities in the game. And yeah, Hanzo, if you look at the stats, where Rhaegar having the highest win rate, if you look at the lowest win rate, it's basically Hanzo and Medivh, two characters which are incredible in competitive play.
Incredible in competitive play, but not the greatest in Storm League. And I want to point out this Diablo ban from Masters Clash Academy right here. This is because Masters Clash Academy knows that they're not going to pick Diablo into that Tychus, so it is only available for the members of Rage Quit Gaming, and they're going to go ahead and just take that out right there. Meanwhile, they're about to show us their hand with another 2 picks. What are they going to be? Johanna and Brightwing. Generally solid choices right there. And so far, I'm just seeing with Masters Clash Academy just a general assortment of strong heroes, and it's the same thing with Rage Quit.
Yeah, I like the draft so far. Brightwing and Johanna really pair well together. At least in my experience.
I'm just thinking, this is a total non sequitur, GhostDunk, but I'm just thinking about what you said last game when you said Rage Quit Academy. And I'm just thinking about the deeper implications of this name. It's an academy where you learn to rage quit. You can be it's you get people like Dr. Rage. And I want to say that it doesn't make sense that there would be an academy that teaches you how to tilt and be toxic, but I'm pretty sure all my Storm League teammates are graduates of it. All right.
It's not easy. You have to pick the right time to type GG, right? Some people, if you type it too early, you're just going to look like a fool. But if you type it too late, you're going to look normal and well adjusted.
Mm-hmm. You have to get it at just the right critical moment where you're tilting your teammates at the pivotal moment of the game. As we now see 2 globals picked up late in the draft from MCA, the Brightwing and the Falstead right there, looking for a high amount of rotational map pressure into 0 globals from the members of Rage Quit Gaming.
Yeah, that's going to matter a lot more in a map that's this size compared to Battlefield of Eternity. And I wonder if we're going to see the same kind of constant skirmishing on this map that we did with Battlefield of Eternity. Somehow I doubt it.
Infernal Shrines is a map where I think just about anything can happen, and a lot of that has to do with the fact that the mercenary camps do not despawn during the objective. Not only is there just an absolute litany of mercenary camps that you can take on this map, but the fact that they don't despawn during the objective means that you have many different places around the map that you can fight, as well as alternate win conditions available to you. As we now go into this game right here, we're all loaded in, and on the right side of our screen for Masters Clash Academy here in game number 2 of series number 3, we have Warren Ooh on the Brightwing, playing the Johanna, I believe subbing in for Nagram is what I saw in the chat earlier, Lolam on Hanzo, Vader's on Hogger, and Panda Colada gonna be playing that Falstad. GhostDunk, who do we have playing for Rage Quit Gaming?
Okay, for Rage Quit Academy, on the side of heaven, we've got No Game, No Life playing the Anduin Limu 30k on the Tychus, Peepo, Shy, Uwu on the Junkrat, Shizak on the Tyrael, and man, I can't remember how to pronounce.
Muranas. It's Muranas.
Muranas is name.
Hey, can't you read Cyrillic? Come on.
Look, if that was Japanese, I'd have no problem, okay?
Okay. Well, the Cyrillic text and Japanese, they're roughly the same thing, right? It's just unfortunately slightly off for GhostDunk right there. Falstad, of course, going to be riding on Swiftwing, according to Rockwell, who, for all I know, could have made that up. Now, Shizaka taking a lot of damage in the meantime. Both teams, as usual, just vying for control of these lanes right here, trying to get whatever advantage they can. And then Play actually taking a lot of damage in the meantime, but will be able to walk right on out.
Yeah, Limu didn't have the minigun available when he wanted it, so the Johanna lives. And don't you play Falstad?
I mean, a decent bit, I'm not scared of playing Falstad, but he's certainly not my first choice in an SL game.
Okay, because he says Swiftwing in the game.
No, he doesn't. He says, "I'll feed you to my griffin." He doesn't even bother to say its name. He just... And, personally, if I was Swiftwing, I'd be kind of offended. I'd be like, dude, I have a name, if you're going to threaten to feed people to me, the least you can do is say it. But here we go. Falstad Zing in right now. Play receiving that phase shift. Both globals all of a sudden out of nowhere getting that massive pressure. And what a well-timed polymorph coming out from Warren Ooh, preventing Tyrael from being able to jump out of there. And an early camp lead on the side of Masters Clash Academy.
That was an excellent global maneuver coming in from Falstead on the side of Masters Clash, and I had to laugh because Tyrael helped finish the camp for them. That was nice of him.
I honestly think that it may even be the right call in the early game if you anticipate globaling in for the camp to actually have Hogger in the 4-man and Falstad offlane early game, so that way Falstad can Z in, and then after that point Hogger joins the team. But regardless now, both teams trading some damage right here. In this bottom side, No Game No Life in particular actually getting very heavily pressured, but will be able to walk right on out of there. And GhostDunk, do I spy in the rhythm on Tychus?
Oh my goodness. So Tychus looking to have infinite minigun available to him, at least for when you push the button. So that is surprising. Normally you see bigger they are there, but we're going to see into the rhythm.
And it's also actually fairly common in the current meta if you anticipate picking Commandeer Odin to go Master Assassin, as it's the only level 4 in Tychus that does anything while you're in Odin, and of course Odin is going to be your primary method of contributing to these objective fights. Regardless, Tychus picking up that in the rhythm there, I'm a bit surprised by the pick as well. Now both teams stepping up to contest this first objective.
There's a poly going in on Tychus, but there's no follow-up. Falstad and Junkrat now. Falstad's going to fly up into the battle. That's going to leave Junkrat behind. That's going to give Masters Clash the advantage. Rage Quit trying to get as many monkeys as they can before they step off. Ooh, there's a big shot on Anduin. Anduin's looking really hurt, has to stay in the back line. But Masters Clash not just now moving up to the objective. Oh, and Johanna's in trouble, but the shield is popped. She's going to have to back off. Meanwhile, Falstad and Junkrat having a battle, and it's going to be Junkrat who takes the win.
Oh, wait a second. Lola, jumping on in after, says, hey, I'm going to avenge Falstad or whatever his bird's name is. Alrighty, let's take them out. Vader's now here on the scene as well. Big damage from Hanzo actually onto No Game No Life, but will immediately take a jet propulsion to the face, getting a little bit too javated right there as he steps on in. 2 kills on each team at the moment. It's an even kill count. Falstad walking back in, Tyrael dropping very, very low, but Shizaki able to avoid the damage at the moment, able to avoid death, but the same can't be said for Limu. Limu going to fall, and now the stagger is in favor of Masters Clash Academy. They've got Panda Colada and Vader's clearing this out, but Rage Quit Gaming not going to give up just quite yet. I don't see any Rage Quits right here as the pressure continues to mount. Vader's now dropping very low. Murinos curling that jet propulsion around the wall, able to find a kill. Rage Quit Gaming's perseverance is rewarded. Murinos pulled back into the action. Shizaki's still here. Phase shift onto play.
Yeah, that was a great pull from Anduin. Not only did it pull Blaze out of danger, but there's Falstad. Junkrat gets the kill once again, and they're going to entirely push Masters Clash off of the objective, and that should be a Punisher going over to the side of Rage Quit Gaming. But yeah, the pull not only got Blaze to safety, but it took off the slow that had left Blaze unable to get out of danger.
I just know, GhostDunk, when you had that delay right there, that you were using every fiber of your body to not say Rage Quit Academy.
It's
okay.
True. Well, I'm looking at Tyrael, whose initials are RQG, which extend. Yeah.
And it was funny because the admins, when asking if Rage Quit was ready before the game, they said, "Are you ready, RGQ?" And I said, Rage Get Gaming? All right, and now the Punisher continues to pressure up. Play stepping forward onto the concussion mine, actually pushes them forward looking for the engage, but they are very low. The melee Riptire coming out from Peepo Shy, trying to dissuade Vaders from coming in here. Level 10 advantage has been secured for the members of Rage Quit Gaming, as they are not leaving. They're continuing to leave Blaze on that soak. Panda Colada actually gonna get solo killed. I saw that one. Let's go. Murinos picking that up right then and there. The crossfire damage absolutely cooking that chicken for dinner tonight. Well played by Murinos. Vader's looking for the Hearth Interrupt, will find it, and hold on, Shockwave interrupting jet propulsion, followed up by the Polymorph, and that's a dead Murinos.
Oh, the goat's even getting in on the action as well onto the kill. I wonder if that was I looked at a different part of my map while backing kill.
And I am being spammed in the chat. I assume this is every single line that mentions Swiftwing by name, clearly exposing that I just don't play Falstad as much as I thought I did. Limu gonna get yanked out of the action, but there's a Dragon Arrow by Lolam, dropping Tychus very, very low. In the meantime, Vader's... Oh, the Gust from Panda Colada, putting everybody into the corner, absolutely corralling the members of Rage Quit Gaming. No game, no life will be next to fall, absolutely kneeling in the middle of everything. Not gonna be able to save himself. What a gust by Panda Colada.
Yeah, what a perfect aim. Everybody right into that corner just at the right time as they thought they were safe. Panda making up for that solo Blaze kill earlier. That's a big swing in favor of Masters Clash.
Masters Clash Academy now utilizing their advantage off of that push to pressure in here. Shizaki taking big damage. In the meantime, Riptire going to instantly clear out this wave, cutting short the push from Masters Clash Academy. Meanwhile, Murinas with the priority over his opponent in these rotations, now coming over to help out the mid clear. The members of Masters Clash Academy on this, oh, hold on, Murinas again just absolutely cooking that chicken. Johanna also going down at the same time. There's too many things happening. Murinas hopping in that bunker as well. He's going to be okay despite some poke from Lolam. Limu looking for the interrupt on Warren Oo's Hearth, not going to be able to find it. Warren Oo hops right on out of there. And then the push from Rage Quit Gaming is instant. No game, no life, finding himself a bit isolated. There's a Dragon Arrow, followed up by a Shockwave from Vaders. They're looking for whatever they can get. No game, no life, dropping like a stone, will go down. 13 secured for both teams.
That was a big Dragon Arrow. They thought, I think Rage Quit thought they were safe during that, but the Dragon Arrow makes sure that they're able to chase these kills down. Hogger getting a lot of damage and taking out Anduin.
Notably, meanwhile, Panda Colada getting this push pressure onto the side lane. Both teams now going to step up and pressure onto this objective. Vader setting up the infinite spin at the moment, but Limu on that Tychus, gonna make sure that he can't do it for long, now forced to back out. Odin being popped by Limu on that Tychus as well after having shredded the Hogger. Oh, Tyrael almost gets dropped, but a perfectly timed leap of faith by No Game No Life, preventing his team from dropping down 4v5. Jet propulsion in by Murinas, sets up the kill onto Hogger. Well done. Panda Colada way too deep in enemy territory, will be the next to fall in a double kill for Rage Quit Gaming, who very quickly have secured the advantage on this objective. Masters Clash Academy licking their wounds, backing off.
Yeah, that fight did not go the way Masters Clash thought. You saw Falstad thought he was a lot safer up there, looking for a big... Oh, there's a Dragon Arrow going off into space. That's gonna find its way into some poor human's home in Sanctuary.
Is that toxic to follow the arrow with the camera?
If this were not a group of very good Heroes players, yes.
Alrighty. Yeah, no, I would never do that in Div D. Or maybe I would. I don't know. I'm kind of a Alrighty, now we're moving forward. Rage Quit Gaming has their Punisher available here in mid lane, pressuring out with it. At minimum, they're going to get mid fort. Shizakin stepping forward with the light bomb, followed up by jet propulsion and Riptire. Falstad just getting absolutely cooked over and over and over again. Who cares if his name is Swiftwing? Just absolutely getting popped. This is not Pally time with me. God, no. This is GhostDunk with me in the chat right here. I would never. You are never going to see me co-cast with Pally time. Alrighty.
Oh my God.
Now Punisher here in mid lane, level 16 advantage has been secured for the members of RQG.
Oh wow, I don't know if I should be insulted at that. That was excellent. That I don't think we'd seen the Tyrael sword light bomb combo up to this point, and it caught Masters Clash by complete surprise.
Absolutely well done. There's a phase shift by Vader's going to heal him back up, and you are absolutely right. The ability for Shizaki to deliver that light bomb to the backline of MCA, that same day delivery, so good right there. Lolam now on the siege camp for his team. 16s for both team have been achieved. Limo and Lolam trading some damage back and forth right here, and this is shaping up to be another 5-on-5.
It's a big fight over the goats. Playa stepping onto the concussion mine is in danger, but pops the unstoppable shield to avoid the jet propulsion. Rage Quit Gaming pushing them off at 16. They want a fight on the side of Masters Clash to get back in this game, but they just can't find an engage that works out for them.
Rage Quit Gaming consistently winning these fights right here, but certainly not an undefeatable lead that they have. They need to play the rest of this game out solidly. Muranos now tanking a couple fort shots. Here's Vader's on the flank, a dragon arrow. When have I seen this before? Lima with the 2-inch pole right there from No Game No Life. Falstad is next to get stunned. Actually dashes directly into the Junkrat trap. Oh, you hate to see it. Shizaki's in there. Riptire chasing down the members of MCA, and how unfortunate, GhostDunk.
I think we've discovered the secret of what the Rage Quit Academy teaches you. It teaches you how to make your opponent rage quit in the most perfect way possible. By eing onto a Junkrat trap randomly placed in lane.
Absolutely crazy right there. And now the personal push pressure from Rage Quit Gaming in mid lane. Shizakid stepping up very aggressively. He's got Sword of Justice though, so he's always able to hop right back on out of those and getting on out of there. Masters Clash Academy will have time on equivalent talent tiers here. Both teams having their 16s for a while before 20 will be secured, but MCA is on a timer to get a fight before level 20 here, as RQG looking for 19 at the moment, taking their bruisers, taking the bottom siege. They gotta cap this. Hold on, wait, MCA is coming. They gotta cap this. They get it.
Okay, surprised Augur didn't go in a little bit sooner to that place. Masters Clash, I don't know if they really know what they want to do. When you saw that last fight that they lost, they were really desperate for some kind of engage, but here comes Rage Quit Gaming trying to push them back into their lanes. Everybody is sort of spread apart. You have the two globals soaking. Masters Clash is going to get out. But I think that they're a little on the back foot right now.
Play now receiving that heal. The members of MCA would love to fight while they're on equivalent talent tiers. No Game No Life popping the light bomb on himself. Dragon Arrow not connecting for the 17th time this game. Now Gust will come out from Panda Colada. Play mounting up forward. Here is the aggressive Riptire. Will get some damage. It's a 1-for-1 trade between these two teams. Lolam on Peepo in the backline. Sanctification onto nothing. And so much is happening right here. Muranos not connecting on the jet propulsion. Will back off and hop inside his own bunker. A 2-for-1 in favor of Rage Quit Gaming. Panda Colada trying to step up aggressively, but now Shizakid on the return pressure. Warren Ooh trying to phase shift on out, but it just takes too long. Not able to escape. A triple kill for RQG will secure this objective.
Yeah, Masters Clash Academy trying to stay in this game. They turned around and tried to return the fight, and it makes sense because, you know, their healer was down, but Falstad not going to be able to fly out in time. The Punisher goes over. Look at poor Swiftwing, face down in the muck. And
wow.
You have...
How did you know that bird's name?
You know, I just have encyclopedic knowledge of, you know, everything in the World of Warcraft.
Of course, of course. I thought you'd say HOTS, but no, that's a much bigger universe right there with much more lore. Falstad, Wildhammer going to fall right there. Now Johanna with that Iron Skin baiting the Punisher toward mid lane, but it will go on to this bottom keep. MCA not quite level 20. Rage Quit Gaming with the advantage right here. Play receiving the phase shift. Punisher smacking the bottom keep.
Yeah, Johanna had to use Blessed Shield there just to keep herself alive. John Cena is chasing everybody down as fast as he can. That's a good position for Masters Clash Academy to get some free damage onto this Punisher. Maybe not losing their core on this push like the previous game. Johanna stepping up. Here comes Falstad looking for a big gust from behind. It's not going to happen. There it is, into the sidewall, no follow-up for that. There's a light bomb coming out. Tyrael is going to go down before it can land. Riptire comes out to push everyone away. Blaze, meanwhile, finds himself a kill onto a Hanzo.
Oh, Faders with the concussion mine, sending him toward the members of RQG, and Iron Skin from Johanna, who is very, very low at the time. Panda Colada dropping down. They've got to worry about this damage from Limu. Oh, Odin gonna finish them off once more. Warren, who is chastised by No Game, No Life. Peepo Shy already committing to this core push right now. Limu with the bob and weave, dodging the Blessed Shield, but taking a lot of damage in the meantime while tanking this core as well. Overkill coming out onto play, utilizing that Iron Skin to walk back in toward the base, but play will go down. Level 20's locked in for MCA, but it won't do them any good as RQG takes game number 2, completing the sweep.
Yeah, that was a really rough ending to the game there. They tried to make something happen. They realized they weren't going to get 20 as soon as they wanted, so Falstad flew up, found himself a kill, but it's just not enough. They were able to counter swing, and Rage Quit Gaming able to take them out.
Well done by Rage Quit Gaming, completing series number 3 on the day right here. Of course, as I said before, we have 5 series today, not 4 like a usual Masters Clash day. Up next is going to be Chili Mountain versus Granite Gaming. Let's go ahead and take a look at that post-game scoreboard that we have available for us right here in the wake of a well-executed sweep by Rage Quit Gaming on the 2 Diablo maps, Battlefield of Eternity and Infernal Shrines. Well done, RQG.
Yeah, excellent job, and thank you so much, Mockery. I'm sorry Crushinator had his internet destroyed by nature, but thank you so much for bringing me in, and I was absolutely a blast to do a cast here.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you soon, bud.
All right, later.
Later, later.